Hello students of class 10th. I am Prashant sir from Sunbeam Convent School, Buxar. I welcome you in this remote learning classes, but truly saying that we are missing you a lot and your mischievous conduct. My dear students, in this class, I am going to ramp up a new story from your supplementary book Footprint Without Feet, that is A Triumph of Surgery by James Herriot. In this episode, I will describe you the lesson page wise. So please pay attention, and if any problems come, you can comment me in my comment box so that I can satisfy you with my answers. So let's start this chapter. I hope you will enjoy this learning of this chapter, this story. Before this, let's have a glance on the writer of this story, James Herriot. James Alfred White, who was born on 3 October 1916 and died on 23rd February 1995. He was also known by his pen name James Herriot, and he was a British veterinary surgeon and writer who used his many years of experiences as a veterinary surgeon to write a series of books, each consisting of stories about animals and their owners. Before starting this chapter, let's have a glance on the short introduction of this story, A Triumph of Surgery. This story is about Tricky, a dog who is the pet of a rich lady named Mrs. Pumphrey. She loves her dog very much and is unable to refuse him anything he wants. Tricky is fond of eating cream, cakes and chocolates. So one day when Mrs. Pumphrey is out with Tricky for a walk, the narrator sees them and stops to walk. While talking to Mrs. Pumphrey, he realizes that she has been overfeeding Tricky and also had been giving him things that he should not eat, due to which Tricky had started looking like a bloated sausage. Soon Tricky got unwell and Mrs. Pumphrey has to call Mr. Herriot, who is the narrator of this story, for help. She does not want to send him away, but the only way suggested by Mr. Herriot is to get him hospitalized for 15 days. Then the story unfolds into how he gets well. Now I am going to start the chapter page wise, so be attentive and listen to me carefully. If you have any problem in understanding the chapter, you can comment me in my comment box. Today in this episode I am going to start from I was really worried about Tricky this time to ring towards lately, the last line of this chapter. So be attentive. I am going to tell you the hard words first. Mistress, it means a woman in a position of authority or control. Bloated, it means excessive in size or amount. Sausage, an item of food in the form of a cylindrical length of minced pork or other meat. bloodshot, inflamed or tinged with blood, typically as a result of tiredness. Rheumy, that means watery. Lolled, that means sit, lie or stand in a lazy, relaxed way. Hastened, be quick to do something. Listless, lacking energy or enthusiasm. Malnutrition, lack of proper nutrition. Cod liver oil pressed from the liver of cod a kind of fish. Relent, become less severe or intense. Lumbago, pain in the muscles and joints of the lower back. Now see the explanation of this page. The narrator starts telling us that how he was worried about Tricky, a pet dog. The narrator, Mr. Harriot, stops his car as he sees Tricky with his mistress on the road. As the narrator is shocked to see Tricky because he looks like a blotted sausage. He has become very fat. His eyes are red and watery. Mrs. Pumphrey, Tricky's owner, starts giving explanations. She told Mr. Harriot that she thought that Tricky was malnourished because he did not have any energy and excitement. She told him that she used to give him malt, cod liver oil and a bowl of Horlicks at night, apart from his regular meals, so that he could sleep at night. Although she gave him so much to eat, she says that she does not give him much to eat. Then the narrator asks her if she had cut down on his sweets as he had asked her to do, which she replies that she did it for a while, but she felt that he was getting weaker, because of which she had to stop being so harsh with him. Also she says that she is unable to refuse him cakes and chocolates, as those were his favorite things. Then the narrator understood Tricky's problem. The dog was very greedy and could eat at any time of the day. He did not know how to say no to food when his stomach was full. The narrator also thought to himself of all the things that Mrs. Pumphrey would not have mentioned, which she fed Tricky. Again the narrator asked Mrs. Pumphrey whether Tricky was exercising, to which Mrs. Pumphrey replies that she does take him out for walks once in a while, but he is not playing his ring throwing exercise as the gardener who takes him out to play is not coming these days because of pain in his lower back. Till this episode, I finished the page 1. In my next episode, in my next part, I will elaborate the second and third page of this chapter. So please keep along with me and have a good day. Take care. Goodbye, friends.